American Pharoah comes in with an opportunity to clearly make history. We've established that. But if you're just handicapping the race, Matthew, this is a horse on a serious roll right now. 6 wins in a row.
Yep. Combined
win total, 30 lengths. Where's the weakness here?
Well, I mean, it's just a question mark. So I don't know if the horse has a weakness right now, but the 1.5 miles is a big question mark for this horse. The fact that he's raced so often over the last 2.5 months versus some very good horses that are fresh. That's a concern. So concerns, question marks. I don't know if there's any weaknesses for American Pharoah because I love the fact he can place himself into a race. And I also like the fact that he proved in the Kentucky Derby and even the Arkansas Derby to a certain extent that he can rate a little bit. He doesn't need the lead.
Bob Baffert seems to hint that, look, yeah, he always says it's up to the jockey and the rest of it, but he feels like American Pharoah is going to be pressed into action early. Do you think this horse actually is going to try and take this field gate to wire?
I think if the opportunity presents itself, he will. I think it depends on the other riders.
Yeah.
The last thing he wants to do is have a Stuart Elliott situation from 2004 with Smarty Jones where he's between horses, he's ganged up on, and he's going way too quickly, especially for that second quarter, and it took its toll on Smarty Jones, who was huge even in finishing second in that race. So I think he'll pull back a little bit off American Pharoah if other horses like Materiality want to go to the lead. But if nobody wants it right away, he'll have a feel, I think, pretty early on in that race what the other riders are going to do.
It is kind of astonishing when you look at raw times, slow Kentucky Derby, winning time.
Yeah.
You look at the Preakness, yeah, we had the rain, slow winning time there, yet he's going to be an overwhelming favorite in this race.
Yeah, well, I mean, and he should be, but I think there is something to what you're saying. I mean, the Derby visually, I don't think he looked as good as he did in some of his prep races coming in, and the time sort of kind of mirrored that to a certain extent. And then the Preakness was just a weird race with the rain and the situation and the other horses not handling the track, and a horse off a maiden win and Taylor Verve finishing second. So he's unbelievably talented. He's very versatile. He's obviously in great hands. He probably should be your odds-on favorite, but there are some reasons to think that that he's somewhat vulnerable.
A 6-race win streak on the line, and American Pharoah a heavy favorite to win the Belmont.
The bottom line is that American Pharoah is primed to win the Triple Crown by doing so in winning the Belmont Stakes. This horse has looked fantastic in his training. He's got the pedigree on the top side. A lot of people are trying to talk about the pedigree on the dam side, but the bottom line with American Pharoah is that he was the best 2-year-old during this 2-year-old crop. He's been the best 3-year-old so far, and I think a big plus that not a lot of people are talking about was being forced to the sideline for the Breeders' Cup. He got a break when a lot of horses didn't during that Breeders' Cup time. And I think that is showing here at this point in time with American Pharoah. Bob Baffert has been so relaxed. His horses looked fantastic in getting over this racetrack. So American Pharoah looking for chinks in his armor. You really are reaching when you're talking about the Belmont Stakes.